There were happy days long ago when my brother and I would put out into the Sea of Galilee, visiting one of our regular sweet spots of the shore of Capernaum. The weight of the net as we hauled it back into the boat would be almost too much to bear. We'd throw everything we had into the ropes, straining, bending our backs to it. Sweat would pour of us, spill into our eyes till we couldn't see, leaving the rope slippery into our hands. What pleasant pain we felt in our arms and backs once the catch was in. Our arms would throb, our backs felt as if they would never again straighten. Oh, the palms of our hands burned from the top rope. But soon we'd be back at it, tossing the empty net out over the waves, then holding its new catch back in. Oh, those were days. How long for them? Those days of happy ignorance. I wonder now if I'll ever again know such peace. For the last 3 years, I've lived with God. And now I've had a hand in killing him. Last night, after they buried Jesus, I went out into the city. The streets were so silent and black. I wrapped the blackness about me and tried to forget what I've done. Even then, I was afraid. I was so afraid that someone would see me and identify me with him. I was so ashamed. But I couldn't stop myself being afraid. In my mind, I remembered what Jesus had said, that there was a reason for his dying. But in my heart, I saw only a coward who denied even of knowing him. He had trusted me, but I thought only of myself. The street was empty. The twisted street that had been filled with people laughing and mocking and spitting their hatred. It was empty. And I embraced the emptiness like an old friend who understands the pain but no one else can. Now, for the first time, the day that Jesus had called me, I could no longer feel him beside me. I was alone, so very much alone. The guard was asleep, and soon I was outside the city. Golgotha was nearby. From the city gate, she could smell the lingering death. I didn't really want to see it, but something outside of myself brought me back. The pad was still muddy from the storm. I stripped on the wet stones in the dark, and I prayed that a bolt of lightning would just strike me down and end my wretched misery. But soon I was there. An ugly glass. That stand of wood was still there. Try as I might, I couldn't keep my eyes from traveling up that post. That crossbeam that was still in place. God in heaven, my heart was ripped in two by what I saw. The spikes still there, still embedded in the wood, and still painted with his blood. I couldn't look on the cross without seeing the dying body of Jesus. I knew he was there. I knew the cross was empty. I knew he was no longer there. But he was. He was. And I put him there. My cowardice put him there. But as my heart tells me, I alone am responsible for his death. Then that would mean Jesus died only for me. But that's not what he said. Even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. No, we all put him there. The soldiers drove the spikes, but we all held him down so they could. And we all were pulling on that rope that lifted him to the place. We all left him to die alone, stripped of his friends, stripped of his dignity. Jesus died for all of us, not just me. We're all guilty of all the sins for which he died for. Yes, it was an ugly way to die, but then he died for ugly things, didn't he? There's no pleasant way to die for the sins of all humanity.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Market Talk events. While you're at it, please check out our other social media sites.